Mm-hmm. Do you find, since you've started in 1972 with the Black Panthers, a lessening or an intensification of conflict in how we do things, and an acceptance or greater or lesser acceptance of mediation?
Yeah. I wouldn't say there's a lessening of conflict. I mean, I think that there's probably a lowering of the amount of conflict in certain arenas, but we certainly have plenty of conflict in the world today, both domestically and internationally. I think the United States is probably in less direct turmoil than it was at that particular time, but the whole world was in turmoil, both because of youth movements and social justice issues that were going on. That in the United States they're not the same right now. I mean, there's clearly a growing social movement, I think, around issues of globalization, growing social movements around gay rights issues. So there are certain kinds of issues, but it's not the level of explosiveness probably that it was in the late 60s and early 70s. Now, other places in the world, it certainly is. Very tense situations.
But you see this, the United States as being less tense even post 9/11?
Probably in some ways, yeah. And I think that the dispute resolution field, and this is one of the questions I think that is a big one for our field, is how do we influence larger social issues, or are we sort of the next step down, or the grassroots level? And I think that the appropriate dispute resolution, both movement and practice, I think really has influenced things at both the grassroots level. I think it's made very significant impacts on some of the public policy issue areas. I think we have made less impact probably at the highest level, where professional dispute resolution people don't have as easy access probably as maybe political intermediaries and play that role. I think that we're getting there, but I think it's slower than we originally expected. We thought that probably as the field developed, we would be asked either to be advisors or consultants at some of the highest level, and I think some people are, but it's a small number.
So at the geopolitical level,
yeah,
what we do doesn't influence nearly as much as it should.
Yeah, probably.
They don't have the
probably
benefit
so.
of that.
Yeah, I think so.